2 videos in one day. What is going on? This is giving old Megan. So y'all know I've been trying to practice like letting things be true for me first before I try to share them. But some things have been happening this week, and it's like, nah, let me go ahead and share this. So 1, have confidence that is truly rooted in God. Man, they can give us compliments, they can recognize us, they can acknowledge us, but the confidence that comes from man is as fleeting and fickle as human flesh, right? Like, it's not long lasting. True confidence comes from the Lord, and it's constant, it's continual, it lasts. No matter what you may be up against, no matter what you may have been through, right? That's true confidence. No matter if you have the support and the recognition from other people, that is true confidence, okay? And I believe it's rooted in trusting God, right? What he said concerning you, the things you will do, okay? So just be mindful of that. Like, that's why people pleasing and validation from people, that don't work, because it's fleeting, it don't last. That is a superficial, shallow, counterfeit version of the confidence we can get from the Lord. I'm trying to make sure my face not bleeding because it was earlier. Gross. Okay, so the second thing, I'm a whole human being. Okay, so the second thing is your voice matters. What just recently happened at work, I had to write my boss. I was like, they asked me to come off mute specifically because they wanted to hear what I had to say. And I'm forgetting that I'm in a different season. I'm forgetting that I'm in a different position, right? But your voice matters. What you have to say matters no matter what we're talking about. If you're talking about work, if you're talking about your testimony, your experiences, what you've learned from what you've gone through, right? What you think, your opinion and how things should go, that matters, okay? And also, I'm gonna throw that in there because I picked up on that when I said it. That also matters for your marriage. Ladies, especially those, and you like me, and it's been so difficult and hard just trying to understand, like, well, why would you show me all this insight, Lord? Like, am I ever going to get to a place to where that is valued by the other party? It absolutely will be. That comes with your track record, right? You have to be, y'all go through stuff and you're proven trustworthy, right? And the things you've gone through and your heart posture in it, those are the things that will make that what you have to say and what you think valuable to your spouse. Even in your submission to him, your husband will still value what you think concerning matters, okay? That was not supposed to go over there, yet it did. Anyways, though. So at work, they asked me to come off mute and want to hear what I want to say specifically, and I knew God was highlighting that to me again. Like, your voice matters, what you have to say matters. And you could be coming out of seasons where you felt like it didn't, you weren't respected. That's a tactic of the enemy, okay? Things change, tables turn, all right? You are respected. Your voice and what you have to say means something, and it holds weight, okay? No matter what arena. The last thing, I'm gonna just put my hand on it until the video ends. The Lord has truly prepared a table for you in the presence of your enemies, but there is a position for you at the table where the leaders sit. He has made that so clear to me in this season. I've recently had a military boss, like, the moment I step in the meeting, he like, hey, you at the table. And I would fight him, like, why do you want me to sit at the table so bad? Like, I was so cool sitting in the back and speaking when spoken to, right? And he's like, no, ma'am, you are a leader. I need you at this table. Your presence should be known and your presence should be felt. All this goes back to confidence and you knowing that your voice matters and what you have to say matters, but it matters because you have been assigned a position where you need to speak and do and be and exist confidently in that position that was God given, okay? And so he was just really big on me for that. And today in the meeting, I just sat at the table without them having to say that because it's expected that I sit at the table. And I feel like I've removed myself from so many blessings and opportunities, right? Because I wouldn't just sit at the table. And that did come from a place of lack of confidence. I'm also cool on not getting attention, right? I told y'all I get mad when it's like I'm doing the work and I'm not being recognized for it, but I'm cool being in the background. So the Lord has prepared these tables for you. I'm like sitting next to like bosses, rubbing elbows with them, talking to them, and they're like, hey, I need your input on this. Like, what? Like, tables turn, seasons change, okay? Don't be surprised by that. Don't back away from that. Don't shy away from that, okay? you knew this was coming. And I look back and it's like, I got so much opposition the first time it was happening. I got so much opposition, I ran off like a scaredy cat, right? I wasn't confident. I didn't really believe or trust that that spot was mine. Why would God be giving me this spot? And why would he be giving me this position at such an early age? So I fumbled it. But I ain't fumbled it yet. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage you with that. For me, I am talking heavily about work. I absolutely am. But I see how that applies across the board. I see how that applies to my social media seat of influence, right? Like, you got a position and you need to sit in it confidently. A God-given position. Influence is God-given. You can be popular, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have true, like God-given influence. And that's a lesson I learned years ago. So I pray this meets you where you at. I pray this is, timely for whoever else it's for. But be confident. Your voice matters. And you have a seat at the table. Sit in it. All right. So I love y'all. I pray y'all had a great day. I'll see you in the next few uploads.